on KBLA Talk 1580.
Yeah, yo, come on.
Here come the drums. At KBLA Talk 1580, we fight the power every day.
Yeah,
Gotta give us what we want. Gotta give us what we need. Hey.
I listen to KBLA and I love the commercials. I know what the commercials mean. I also, if I'm looking and trying to figure something out, I need something to talk to me that might hit me. And it happens on TV because, you know, every time they show a sporting event, they got the pharmaceutical companies back to back to back telling people how to fix the sickness on the same stuff that they sell them. So we get it.
Yep, we get it too, Chuck D. And that's why at KBLA Talk 1580, we don't black down.
drop it.
Our freedom of speech is freedom of death. We got to fight the powers that be. Fight the power. Fight the power. Fight the power.
Welcome in. Happy Monday. I hope you are relaxed. You enjoyed your weekend. And now you are ready to get into all of these trending topics and headlines with Jill Munroe on KBLA Talk 1580. We are now in Aquarius season. So happy birthday to Miss Anita Baker. One more Aquarius celebrated, well, several, but happy birthday, Alicia Keys. Her birthday was yesterday. Shout out to A. Keys. And, of course, we have to take a moment of remembrance to Kobe and Gigi Bryant, along with Alyssa Adobele, John Adobele, Carrie Adobele, Peyton Chester, Sarah Chester, Christina Mauser, and the pilot Ari Zobayan. I might be jacking up the name, but it has been 6 years since we lost Kobe and Gigi and the others. Andy?
I just want to say, give people their flowers when they're still here.
Yes.
A lot of Kobe slander is quite interesting, but there's still a lot of love too as well too. But give people their flowers while they're still here.
Agreed. Kobe's post-career legacy has shifted towards fatherhood, women's basketball women's basketball advocacy, and of course mentorship and Hollywood. Kobe already had an Oscar. He had a couple of other awards. He was on his way to becoming an EGOT, I believe.
It's crazy because I look at the rise of women basketball right now.
Mm-hmm.
It would be great if Kobe was around. I think he would definitely
Gigi
be that
would
ambassador.
be I guess in her sophomore
in
year
college.
now? Yeah,
probably at UConn. Didn't they offer her a scholarship already?
Yep.
Crazy.
So we remember still Kobe expanded his legacy after basketball in different ways. He was a different person. He made you think about the game differently.
Mm-hmm.
He persevered through his own fan base turning against him at various points.
2020 was a horrible year.
Really was. Kickstarted a lot.
Yeah, that and then COVID, obviously.
Right.
But, the world has not been the same since.
It hasn't. It absolutely hasn't. His legacy lives on. So big ups to them. Now, listen, tonight we're getting into a couple of things. There is a video that is making its way around of comedian and podcaster Corey Holcomb physically assaulting a female comedian. This comes on the heels of his on-camera incident with Anton Daniels, and we got some questions, so we're going to get into it. We are also going to be discussing, Kanye West put a full-page ad in the Wall Street Journal apologizing not just to the Jewish community, to the Black community, and explaining what has been going on with him. We'll get into that and see, do you forgive him? And there's also a Tracy Morgan clip that has gone viral when Tracy was confronted with someone he knew from childhood. This did not go in the way of Fawn Weaver's clip, because Tracy remembered this dude. So we'll get into all of that. Plus, when we come forward, I still have a couple of conversation starters for you, some juicy ones, and more trending topics and headlines. You're locked in with Jill Munroe on KBLA Talk 1580.
Your ride with Jill Munroe on KBLA Talk 1580.
It's been said that when someone you love has Parkinson's, you have Parkinson's.
The Parkinson's Foundation knows that the disease doesn't just affect the diagnosed. It affects everyone who supports and helps care for them.
If you have questions, the Parkinson's Foundation has answers.
We can help you understand the disease
and give you tips for living a better life.
Find your answers at parkinson.org or call 1-800-473-4636. The Parkinson's Foundation. Better lives together.
My ride smells just right, just right, just right, just right.
Y'all gotta try that Febreze car.
Just right, just right, just right. Yeah. La 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 la. With up to 40 days of consistency, all over Febreze car clips right on your vent. You know my car's my happy place. Keep that smile on my face when it smells just right, just right, just right. Yeah. Breathe happy Febreze. La 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 la.
Hey, KBLA delegation, you know what's better than laughing? Laughing while celebrating the legends who made us laugh in the first place. KBLA Talk 1580 is proud to present our annual Black History Month luncheon. And this year, we're honoring comedy greats, trailblazers who broke barriers, and funny bones at the same time.
You had to grow up early when we was growing up because your parents would send you to the store to buy. You was too young to buy. I want you to go to the store, get me a fifth of gin and a pack of cigarettes. Mama, I'm two. They ain't gonna let me have that. Here, take this note. You be a little boy walking down the street with liquor and cigarettes, and your neighbors be going, that's a good little boy right there.
We need a little levity right about now. So we're rolling out the red carpet for comedy royalty. D.L. Hughley, Melanie Camacho, Earthquake, Lunel, Dion Cole, Martin Lawrence, and a surprise guest appearance. It's going up Thursday, February 26th in downtown LA at the Grammy Museum. An unforgettable afternoon of stories, celebration, and yes, plenty of laughs. Because let's be real, these legends don't just tell jokes. They have changed the game, opened doors, and made history while making us smile.
You gotta go to child support court. You gotta get there real early in the morning. You see brothers going into court. You see them come out 3 hours later. I can't pay this. Let me talk to you, baby. Please, let me talk to the witness, Your Honor. Let me talk to the witness. Brother be working for 3 weeks, get his check is $43.
This year, for the first time ever, we have set aside a limited number of individual tickets for the luncheon. They are going to go fast, and when they're gone, they're gone. So, if you want a single ticket, or if your company or organization wants to sponsor a table, move swiftly and get to KBLA1580.com right now. All these comedy giants in one room on one stage at the same time? Stop it! This event is going to sell out quicker than right now and sooner than at once. KBLA Talk 1580's annual Black History Month luncheon, Thursday, February 26th at the Grammy Museum. It's gonna be legendary, just like them.
What's up? What's up? What's up? You got to laugh the pain away.
Now back to more entertainment news with Jill Munroe on KBLA Talk 1580.
For those of you that think that gospel music has gone too far, you think we've gotten too radical with our message. Well, I got news for you. You ain't heard nothing yet. And if you don't know, now you know. Glory, glory! Woo! You better put them hands together and act like you know up in here. GP!
Lately I've been going through some things that's really got me down.
Put your hands together. Come on!
I need someone, somebody to help me come and turn my life around.
I feel like having some church up in here. Come on, chat!
I can't explain it. I can't obtain it. Jesus, your love is so, it's so amazing. It gets me high up to the sky.
Hallelujah.
And when I think about your goodness, it makes me wanna stop.
You can't take my joy, devil. Makes me clap.
Makes me clap my hands. Makes me wanna.
Welcome back in. You're locked in with Jill Munroe on KBLA Talk 1580. Add that man Kirk Franklin to the birthday wishes list. Another Aquarius. And shout out to our VIP DJ Black 909. It's his birthday as well. Big ups to that. Okay, so listen, if you want to get in on the conversation, 800-920-1580. That's the number that you can dial. Or you can hit us up on social media, KBLA 1580. I'm at Stiletto Jill everywhere. Hop in the YouTube chat, the VIPs. That's our community. Shout out to them. Get it in. Get over there. There's lots of good conversation that always happens there. Now, I have a couple other things that I want to drop on you before we get into these topics.
Just don't bring it up, okay?
I'm not bringing it up.
Thank
We're
you.
not talking about it.
Thank you.
It's Heartbreak Monday instead of Victory Monday. That's all I'll say. So, do you like smoothies?
I love them. Not from Erewhon, though.
Well, this expensive Erewhon smoothie collaboration, we have another one. So we know Erykah Badu had one there. We've all heard about, well, maybe not all, but the Hailey Bieber one, which I'm going to tell you, I really enjoyed that Hailey Bieber smoothie.
How much you dropped? 25?
I think it's like 22 or 23.
Ridiculous.
I did. Fruit's expensive now, though. But however, there's a new one that you might want to consider jumping in on, right? Janae Aiko launches the West Side Whimsy with Erewhon. It's inspired by her personal at-home LA recipe. It includes appiogenic mushrooms, I think that's how you pronounce that, organic lavender.
Adaptogenic.
Okay, there you go. Adaptogenic. What are those? Those aren't the magical kind, are they?
Nah, they're adaptogens. They're like ashwagandha, you know.
Oh, okay. So clarity. Okay, got it. Okay. Sales proceeds from it will be going to support Rory to the Rescue. It's an LA-based kitten rescue organization, so there is a charity component to it. It's a limited time at the Tonic Bar, and the ingredient list is extensive and intentionally premium. Coconut cream, some other things and whatnot. And, I think it's very on brand.
Not to me.
Not to you for, are you saying price point or what? I think wellness is a part of Janae's brand. No?
What would be even more on brand with her?
Simply Wholesome.
Come on now.
I mean, I thought of that immediately. But let me ask you this, right? We love Simply Wholesome. I've been going there since the 80s when it was across the street and it was just a small little thing, right?
Before my time.
Right. But that's how long I've been going there.
Right on.
So, has Simply Wholesome ever done any collaborations with any of the locals? Have they ever done anything remotely like that? Is that something that they're into?
That's something to look into. I'm not too sure, but I think it would be good business.
I think it would be excellent business, but is it a part of their business model? Because to me, it seems like a natural extension, and the fact that they haven't done something like that to me indicates that maybe it's not something that they want to do for whatever reason.
I don't know if anybody has presented that offer to them. It seems.
Have they gone out and solicited? We don't know. We're just theorizing. But what I'm saying is, I think looking at the current landscape, I can't imagine no one has come to them or them to someone else seeing all of the things that we see in the landscape.
That's fair.
So,
but I feel like this is kind of like a new thing with like celebrities collaborating with these corporations. I feel like it's a new thing. I don't think it's anything
it's
that's
not
like
that new. We've been seeing how many times. I mean, think about it like this. Michael Jackson endorsed Pepsi in the 80s. And I know it's different, but we've seen Kevin Hart endorse everything, including open his own little way. We've been seeing local collaborations and hookups for quite some time. So I just feel like it might not be something that they're legitimately interested in, because I can't believe no one has approached them, or them, if they were interested, reached out to anyone.
I'm shocked. Yeah, that's a fair question.
So I would tend to assume that, Urban Spinster says, I need Simply Wholesome to get that refrigeration area together and get rid of the AstroTurf where the produce should be. Well, we still love Simply Wholesome, though. Shout out to that. That's, a neighborhood staple for a lot of people. That was their first exposure to a healthier lifestyle, healthier alternatives, and things of that nature. It was one of the first grounded in the community. So, big ups to that. Okay, so moving on. Other things. America's Next Top Model. That had us in a chokehold 20 plus years ago. But as with a lot of things in the TikTokization, yes, I made that word up, of this new era, we go back, we re-examine, we critique really, really hard, and we throw a lot of darts, right? Well, there's a new documentary dropping on Netflix February 16th. A trailer is just dropped. It's called Reality Check Inside America's Next Top Model. It features Tyra Banks, Jay Manuel, Nigel Barker, Miss J, and former contestants. So everybody, right? And it reopens conversations about reality TV, harm, power, and accountability. And, Tyra's taken a lot of hits for some of the conversations that were had on there. We know she became a meme. We were all rooting for you, for Tiffany. And she's taken a lot of hits for people saying that she traumatized them. They were treated horribly. I think one thing to keep in mind when it comes to America's Next Top Model, the show, is that two things can be true. She gave major opportunities for, models, plus size models, and also gave light to the real life conversations, restrictions, obstacles, treatment that people were enduring in the industry, and those darts that you had to take in order to last and sustain. Also, coupled with the fact that it became a success and viewers demanded more, raised the stakes. We're bored. We don't just want to see you if you're smizing. We want to see drama. We want to see tension, right? Tyra made some missteps along the way, but viewers, think about the ramp up, the arc of reality TV from the early 2000s. We were locked in and we wanted a lot of drama. So February 16th, I will be locked in. I can't wait to see it, right? You got to remember that Tyra went through a lot. She was pushed over at one point where people felt she was a plus size model. She was groundbreaking. She was one of the first. Yes, at one point they were saying Tyra should be a plus size model. So she's dealt with a lot, Big ups to her. And think about it. Eva the Diva, Eva Marcel, she came from America's Next Top Model, and she's still thriving. So, all right. Last thing before we get into this Corey Holcomb. Well, actually, we're just going to get into that. So, everybody has their opinion on things. People have a certain perspective. We know that rage, clickbait, outrage kind of rules the day, right? And generally speaking, Corey Holcomb is not my particular cup of tea, right? And that's fine. I'm not interested. I don't get involved. It's that simple to me, okay? However, there's a story that has been circulating around and some video footage dropped over the weekend. And it comes on the heels of another situation with Corey Holcomb that definitely is going to have some people, well, it already is, has people looking at him sideways, wondering, what's next, bruh? So essentially what happened was there's a comedian, her name is Cristina Payne, and she alleged, I guess, that Corey sucker punched her, hit her outside of a comedy club last month in December, right? She went to the hospital. She filed a police report. The police declined to press charges. Corey talked about it on his show, said that she was lying, that she was just mad because he didn't want to get with her. And there was another woman that was a female comedian that was there that also said Cristina was lying. Fast forward, TMZ, well, let me say what happened in between. I guess last week, maybe the week before, 2 weeks ago, there's a YouTuber named Anton Daniels, right? And Anton is another person I'm not really interested in, so I just don't look. He's sort of conservative. He has a lot of talking points that many feel uplift white men while degrading and debasing black people, black men. And he was a guest on Corey's show. They got into a back and forth where Corey basically said, stop making an example out of it. Like, it's a lot. There was profanity. It was kind of long and twisty. So I didn't really want to play it, but you could go look it up. And the two ended up face to face. And Anton was basically like, hey, there's cameras in here. We don't have to do this for show. We could go outside and get them up. And Corey said no, right? Ultimately, like, they were face to face. They were jawing, but no fisticuffs happened. He didn't leave the set. Whatever, right? However you feel about Anton, he stood 10 toes down in that moment.
We got to specify real quick. What really turned Corey Holcomb up was a statement that Anton made towards Corey about alleged gay type activity, and that's what kind of turned
He said he was an eggplant sucker. Yeah. So Corey got turned up. He was like, I'm a man, don't say that to me. You know, I was a little concerned that I understand manhood and manliness, especially from Gen X men, but I really felt like he overreacted to that statement. Not saying that you should take it as complimentary, but he really went over the top. Anyway, the fisticuffs didn't go down, okay? However, in this video footage from outside the comedy club with this female comedian, we can't hear what the conversation was. She's done some interviews and said basically that they had been having a back and forth for years because at one point in time, when Corey was first starting his podcast, he went to her to suggest that she be his co-host, not Darlene, Ice-T's ex-wife, that is his current co-host. This was many years back. But he wanted sexual favors for it, and she said no. And she said since then, he's been disrespectful, retaliatory. And on this particular night, someone else was having a conversation, and Corey jumped in and called her the B word and was making threats. And she said she was just like, you want to be down? Like, you know, they were jawing. They're comedians. They're in front of a comedy club. She said that Corey had the burner on him and, you know, whoop, 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 wham. Well, she said something. And Corey was like, say it again, got up in her face. Mind you, I guess this is just after Corey has had an accident where he broke his wrist, apparently in a scooter accident over the summer. So his wrists are healing. And he punched her. A security guard that was in front of the club is the only one that stepped in. And then allegedly, according to Cristina, Corey's people then came and jumped the security guard. When we come forward, we'll get more into this story, plus more trending topics and headlines. You're locked in with Jill Munroe on KBLA Talk 1580.
Stand up. If you don't like what I'm saying, then buck. Swing when you see me, we can throw them hands, suckers. Stand up. If you ain't noticed, I don't give a if I said it, then I meant it. And what? Stand up. You don't wanna see the trigger man bust, hit you and your man's up, make it hard, but you stand up. Tell your crew they don't want it with us, dude. And if the mother dude bust a mother, move. You got an alligator mouth and a hummingbird air. Your mouth writing checks that your ass can't cash. 145 and I'm out of your weight class. Wanna survive? You better scramble like eggs and break fast. Cause I know how to handle your fake airs. I'ma ride on you and hide you in yesterday's trash. Pull up in the Chevy, spraying rounds through the glass. Till you're laying face down in the grass and I laugh. Cause that's the end of the saga.
You're in the know with Jill Munroe on KBLA Talk 1580.
I'm Amber Payton with BIN News Now. The White House says President Trump does not want anyone killed during ICE protests.
Governor Walz and Mayor Frey have shamefully blocked local and state police from cooperating with ICE.
Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt called the Minneapolis shooting a tragedy, blamed Democratic leaders for fueling unrest, and said President Trump is urging Congress to ban sanctuary city policies. Black Los Angeles Mayor Karen Bass is criticizing the Trump administration after a federal agent fatally shot a U.S. citizen in Minneapolis. Bass is calling on President Trump to remove armed federal forces from U.S. cities, calling their presence unconstitutional, and says she's pursuing legal action to end militarized deployment. And rapper Kanye West is apologizing for past anti-Semitic remarks in a full-paged ad in the Wall Street Journal. West says an undiagnosed brain injury from his 2002 car crash contributed to his bipolar disorder and behavior he now regrets. Get BIN News Now on demand 24/7 on the iHeartRadio app.
It's that northbound side of the 15, and it is crawling along away from Sierra all the way to the 138. Now, the southbound side of the 15 in the Cajon Pass, it's moving along nicely. No problems there, but also slow is Cajon Boulevard heading northbound. A lot of people using that as an alternate. It's looking pretty jam-packed right now as well. I'm checking out Pasadena, eastbound side of the 210, crowding up, leaving Fair Oaks. You've got some pockets slowing all the way to Rosemead. Beyond Rosemead, it stays pretty heavy and slow all the way into Glendora, where this earlier big rig had been blocking lanes. It was the second lane from the left, just past Grand, and that's the culprit of that slow drive. Santa Clarita, stall on the 5 northbound before Cal Grove. Out of lanes now, delays from Roxford.
Got issues with youth or high school sports? Positive Coaching Alliance can help. PCA, a national nonprofit, offers more than 1,000 free online resources for youth and high school sports coaches, parents, students, and administrators. Visit PCADevZone.org.
This is the KBLA Sports Minute with Ray Richardson.
The Rams might be in the market for a new quarterback in the offseason. After the Rams lost to Seattle Sunday in the NFC Championship game, Matthew Stafford declined to say if he wants to return to the Rams next season. Stafford has been in the NFL for 17 seasons. He turns 38 on February 7th. He's scheduled to make $48.3 million next season. The Rams may do some soul searching themselves to see if they want to bring Stafford back at that salary. The Rams have 2 first-round picks in this year's NFL draft. Don't be surprised if they use one of those picks on a quarterback. Even if Stafford does come back next season, it's time for the Rams to develop a younger quarterback. Another sad note from Sunday's loss, Rams wide receiver Davante Adams is now 0-5 in NFC Championship games. The 33-year-old Adams has had 5 chances to get to a Super Bowl and came up short each time. No debates, no speculation, just the info you need. That's your KBLA Sports Minute. I'm Ray Richardson on KBLA Talk 1580.
Yeah, y'all, come on. Come to
At KBLA Talk 1580, we fight the power every day.
Yeah, gotta give us what we want. Gotta give us what we need. Hey.
I listen to KBLA and I love the commercials. I know what the commercials mean. I also, if I'm looking and trying to figure something out, I need something to talk to me that might hit me. And it happens on TV because, you know, every time they show a sporting event, they got the pharmaceutical companies back to back telling people how to fix the sickness on the same stuff that they sell them. So we get it.
Yep, we get it too, Chuck D. And that's why at KBLA Talk 1580, we don't black down.
Drop it. Our freedom of speech is freedom of death. We got to fight the powers that be. Fight the power. Fight the power. Fight the power.
Oh, how's that flu, babe? Did you take Dayquil Intense Flu yet?
Nah, I got this. Ugh, okay, I don't got this.
You stay on the couch, and I'll grab the Dayquil.
Undo your flu symptoms with Dayquil Intense Flu. Dayquil Intense Flu provides powerful relief of your flu symptoms.
I'm ready for that to-do list.
Wow, you do got this.
Dayquil Intense Flu. The daytime coughing, aching, fever, under your flu, medicine. Use as directed, keep out of reach of children.
Hey, can you blow up some balloons for Jack's party?
I can't. I'm so congested.
You need Sinex Saline from Vicks.
Sinex Saline nasal spray?
Yeah, just Sinex. Breathe.
Sinex Saline instantly clears everyday congestion associated with colds and year-round allergies with a gentle, ultra-fine mist that's no mess and easy to control.
Daddy, we need more balloons.
On it.
Enjoy life's important moments without congestion. Try Sinex Saline from Vicks. Just Sinex. Breathe. Use as directed.
KBLA Talk 1580. We've got a lot to talk about.
KBLA Talk 1580, connecting you with services and solutions. The Los Angeles Regional Food Bank is on a mission to fight hunger and provide nutritious food to those in need across our community. They partner with federal, state, and local programs advocating for better policies and funding for critical hunger relief programs like Cal Fresh, the Emergency Food Assistance Program, and the Child and Adult Care Food Program. The food bank works with coalitions and local representatives to make sure hunger is addressed in every district of LA County. They also run nutrition education campaigns, raise hunger awareness, and source nutritious food for distribution, all while supporting regulations that allow food pantries to operate safely. Want to help? Visit lafoodbank.org or call 323-234-3030 to volunteer or find a food bank near you. Together, we can ensure that no one goes hungry in Los Angeles County. This is a community call to action from KBLA Talk 1580.
You're listening to Jill Munroe on KBLA Talk 1580.
On lonely nights I start to fade. Her love's 1,000 miles away. Her love's 1,000 miles away. Memories made in the coldest winter. Goodbye, my friend. Will I ever love again? Memories made in the coldest winter.
Welcome back in. You're locked in with Jill Munroe on KBLA Talk 1580. You know, Andy's always on theme, so we're going to be talking yay in just a second. But to wrap up that Corey Holcomb story. So I mentioned he went on his podcast and spit absolute denials, had a witness that said, no, she's lying. You can't get up in a man's face. Well, the video's released. And he did look like the aggressor. Again, we can't hear what was said. However, as a 50-year-old man, surely you can contain your emotions with a stranger, not clear that 6 to 12 feet that he did to get into her face, and then go back and lie about it. So we'll see what happens. He hasn't released a statement, as far as I'm aware, since the footage leaked, but it does seem not convenient, because I'm sure the footage would have come out anyway. But it is rather interesting that it comes on the heels of him being in a situation with a man saying something that most would deem highly disrespectful, and somehow he managed to restrain himself in that moment. That's the type of stuff that we're talking about. All right, so listen. What, Andy?
What is your synopsis?
My synopsis is, you're a tough guy. You're all of these things. You're a big man. You know women, da-da-da-da, small, da-da-da-da. But you can't even regulate your emotions. You somehow could. You were angry when the man told you that you were an eggplant absorber. You were angry up in his face, but you didn't strike him. You could contain that and control that. But what this woman said on the street, not in your face, she didn't get in your face, she wasn't at you. It made you clear that space and sucker punch her in the face.
It looked more like a mush, but I hear what you're saying.
I mean, here's my...
It wasn't no sucker punch. It was a mush. But not to defend. It
looked closed fist to me. Maybe you're right, but check this out. Do not
don't touch.
Mush.
Yeah.
Suck. Don't put your hands in my facial area. Finger pointing aggressively. Don't do all of that. We don't like that. It's not nice.
I'm going to say this. I'm not defending him, none whatsoever. But I do think, generally speaking, you know, the woman-male dynamic obviously is something that we learn and experience on a regular basis. But I'll say in general, I think that there are things that a woman can say to a man that will have us lose our mental, if that makes any sense, as opposed to a man.
I agree.
I mean, we gonna fight if it's another dude, but from a woman, I don't know. It just hits just a little bit harder.
That you want to go and punch her in her face? I'm not even saying that you're not being upset. Do you know, I'm not saying that women cannot antagonize or hit that tender nerve, the one nerve in that spot, but he cleared like a significant distance, and you're a 50-plus-year-old man, and we just saw you angry. Livid. You pushed Darlene out the way to get in the chair to be face to face. I'm just saying, it looks kind of crazy being that he positions himself and all of these things in a certain way. Two different instances where allegedly, I guess, he felt violated by the words, but only one did he get physical. That's all. So.
Maybe they had something going on.
She said no. Remember, that's what I said. She said that he wanted her to be his co-host, but he was like, you got to ride this ride to get on this ride. And she turned him down. And so, yeah, you know, because she made some other accusations too. You know, there it is right there. Okay, so let's talk about this Kanye thing. Kanye has taken out an ad in the Wall Street Journal, right? It's a full-page ad, and addressed his anti-Semitic remarks, his extremist imagery, all of the stuff that he said about black people, right? he basically says that he alludes back to his accident that happened in, 2003, 2004, and that because of that, I guess essentially traumatic brain disorder, he developed bipolar disorder, and that he was in a manic phase for a very long time, and that he's finally realized that he was in a dark place and gotten help. I figured something was going on because Kim has been talking about them peacefully co-parenting as of late. He says that his wife, not Kim, Bianca, is the one who talked to him and convinced him to be able to make this transition, right? So what is true is he did have that accident. What is true is that some of the outcomes of traumatic brain injury are outburst and unable to control emotional regulation and things like that. These are factual, right? I don't know with Kanye, right? I want to give grace because even if it's not from the accident, there are obviously some real things there. But I do know that he's courted some of the controversy in really hurtful ways to a lot of people to get bigger, right? But I do think that there's room for grace for some. I don't know. Andy?
I respect that. I'm the type of person to give grace, but I don't know about this situation. I mean, if you want to, blame your car accident, so for maybe a good 4-5 year period, when you first came out, you seemed pretty cool. You seemed pretty level-headed. I didn't see too many outbursts per se, although I will say.
But people said behind the scenes, right? He's always been erratic.
That's fair. And quite frankly, I feel like, he kind of shared that stuff in his music. He talked about that internal struggle. I give him that. Maybe he took some meds. I don't know his mom was alive, I'm sure. Mm-hmm. That was probably like, his level-headedness. And, when mom's passing away, that's when, in my opinion, his erratic behavior went,
It
left.
did. It seemed to, yeah.
But I'm a little bit disappointed that you go straight to the Wall Street Journal, like, of all publications and platforms. Like, what is the Wall Street Journal? Like, who's reading that type of stuff?
Business people that he would like to be in business
That's what
with.
it is. So it's more of a business move than I think a real true apology, because you could have easily just went live on Instagram or went on the Breakfast Club or Hot 97 or Big Boy in the Morning or whatever and shared that apology. It sounds like you more so apologizing to them folks than us.
So there is something else that we should note in all of this. Supposedly, January 30th, his album Bully drops. Now, if you recall, I think his last stuff that he dropped, Apple removed him from their server streaming thing, like they banned him or something. So, yeah, I think Bully is dropping January 30th after many pushbacks.
So this weekend or in a couple days?
Friday. Could be a rollout.
Well, I ain't heard no music, no single, no
nothing.
I
mean, it's the same stuff that he's been dropping throughout all along, I'm
sorry. Kanye is washed up at this point. I rock with Kanye. I love your music, but after My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, I'll say everything that you've dropped has kind of been mediocre and mid.
Well, we'll see what happens. As mentioned, this ad was in the Wall Street Journal, Section A, back page. So, did it reach its intended audience? We'll have to see. All right, when we come forward, we are going to get into this Tracy Morgan clip because it asks the question, is this karma or lack of a forgiving heart? We'll get into that on the other side.
Are you ready for the hottest entertainment scoop in Los Angeles? She's bringing you exclusive interviews with today's biggest stars, behind-the-scenes Hollywood insights, and all the entertainment news you need to know. She's breaking down what's trending, what's ending, and what's just beginning in the world of entertainment. You're riding with Jill Munroe on KBLA Talk 1580.
We asked seniors how to prevent Medicare scams.
My best advice, if you get a phone call, do not talk to the person. These people are well-trained. Don't talk to them.
They don't know me. They're just trying to scam me.
Don't be fooled. Hang up. Just hang up.
Never give out your Medicare number.
They're going to get your number to put in a false claim.
If I get a call from someone, I don't pick up the phone. And should I pick up the phone and they ask for information, then I hang up.
How do you detect Medicare fraud?
Just like I check my credit card statements, I check my Medicare statements monthly.
Scammers can get a hold of your number, order medical devices through your account, and you're not even going to know about it if you don't look at your statement.
Check your statement every month. If you get your statement and you see something that you know you did not have done, you report it.
Call your senior Medicare Patrol.
To report Medicare fraud, call the Senior Medicare Patrol at 855-613-7080.
KBLA Talk 1580. We've got a lot to talk about.
KBLA Talk 1580, connecting you with services and solutions. Worried about eviction? You have rights, and Stay Housed LA can help. Stay Housed LA is a partnership between LA County, the City of Los Angeles, and local service providers. From Lancaster to Long Beach, we're here to help you with tenant education workshops, legal clinics, free legal services for eligible tenants, and online resources about tenant protection laws. Don't face eviction alone. Call our hotline at 1-888-694-0040. That's 1-888-694-0040. Or visit stayhousedla.org. Stay Housed LA, keeping Los Angeles residents in their homes. Stay Housed LA, your rights, your home, our community. This is a community call to action from KBLA Talk 1580.
The California Crusader newspaper would like to thank all of our subscribers for their support throughout the years, proudly serving the South Los Angeles and South Bay areas for more than 40 years. The California Crusader is a multicultural, black-owned, adjudicated newspaper that focuses on providing newsworthy information to the people in our community. We're constantly looking for ways to assist businesses in our community to connect with our subscribers. We provide low-cost, effective ways to promote your business with our reasonable and affordable advertising rates. You can participate by suggesting, sharing, and submitting your stories on the California Crusader newspaper Community Share Facebook group page, or visit our website at cal-cruise-news.com. That's calcruisenews.com. Then click on the Submit Now button located on the top right corner of the homepage, or text CCN to 42828. Again, text CCN to 42828. The California Crusader newspaper, working together to build a better community for our future. Subscribe today.
You're listening to Jill Munroe on KBLA Talk 1580.
Welcome back in. You're locked in with Jill Munroe on KBLA Talk 1580. Okay, so there's some comments in the chat. Forrest Harrison said, all these MAGA clowns see the end of the Trump administration and they're making moves to come home. DJ Black 909, Kanye West isn't mentally ill. He knows what he's doing. Any publicity is good publicity. Might be the truest rule in modern culture. Push outrage, grab attention, and turn visibility itself into the product. In this game, being seen matters more than being respected. I do agree with that.
I agree with it too.
Yeah. I mean,
I don't know if that's going to translate to anybody listening to his album, especially if you haven't really promoted it like that.
I mean, like I said, I feel as though it's been about a year and it kept getting pushed back and pushed back. Remember, this album is named after his son, Saint, because he said Saint's a bully and he bullies the other kids and stuff. So we'll just have to see.
It ain't going to do well.
It's just going to be
there. I already know.
I'm just wondering if he even has a distribution outlet at this point, because like I said, he was kicked off of, I think Apple, and I'm not sure about Spotify, but I don't know if he is a DSP. So apology versus rollout. We'll soon know. All right. So I thought this next story was interesting. Tracy Morgan was out somewhere and a former acquaintance came up to him and was like, "What's up, William?" I believe that's Tracy's first name. And Tracy immediately knew whoever the individual was. And they had a brief exchange. And the guy is basically like, "Yo, I'm homeless. You ain't got nothing for me." Tracy was like, "Nah." So some people were saying, where's Tracy's heart? after all that Tracy's been through, you don't owe your kindness to someone that was not kind to you just because you're evolved. I'm not saying that you gotta, stomp on them, but that doesn't mean you gotta be soft.
Shout out Michael B. Jordan.
Oh, he and on the red carpet when that happened.
Oh, yeah. That was beautiful.
Was it?
100%.
Because I'm not
do right by people.
Do right by people. But here's my thing with that too, right? And Lorelai, I think that's her name, Lorelai. And this isn't in defense of anybody or anything. I'm just no. I'm just putting this out there hypothetically though, right? What if the whole thing wasn't that Michael was ugly or unattractive or anything like that, right? It was that he was corny.
That's
what if she
negative.
really thought it? But is it if someone is corny?
Look, coming of age. I don't know if I'm assuming this was high school.
Yeah, it was.
Right? It was high school. I mean, you're coming of age. You don't want to be labeled as corny. You're trying to be cool or fit in, so to speak. So just imagine going to school. Who knows? He probably had a crush on her. You know what I'm saying? He probably was trying to see what's up, and you got this person
and
over
she
here.
Embarrassed him.
Yeah, come on now. You're not going to forget about that.
You're not. So, I mean, he must have. I still think about that. He was really heated. Well, I'm sure he didn't know she was going to put the clip out.
Look, I don't blame him. You're not going to forget some of your traumatic moments, especially, during your coming of age moments or whatnot.
Yeah.
Now I'm hot. They all on me.
His Mike Jones moment. He was on TV at the time, too. All right, let's get into this Tracy Morgan clip. I want to know what you guys think.
You're always on my ass about tax time.
Tax season.
Let's do it. William, what's up? What's up? I remember. Don't talk to me like I owe you something. I didn't say that. Hey, boy, can I get something, please? No. When we was younger. Yeah, but I think I forgot. I'm homeless, boy. So what that got to do with me? I ain't do that. Oh.
Can I get a picture of my sister?
So, I mean, listen,
That's
he was blunt. Energy. He was cut and dry. Why are you going up to somebody you used to antagonize expecting a warm hug? That's a little crazy to me.
Same thing with that lady.
What,
right?
Fawn Weaver? No,
Yeah.
what's the reason why I think that's different is I felt like maybe the guy might not have been nice to her, but we don't know. I thought Fawn's thing was different, right? Because Fawn went to everybody and was like, this guy expects me to remember him.
That was embarrassing, right?
That was embarrassing.
That was too much.
That was unnecessary, right? This with Tracy's just like, no. I mean, he could have been a little nicer, but for what? He was like, no.
That's that New York energy that I got from him. That sounds like an average New Yorker speaking to somebody.
Real rap. Royale Jenkins in the chat says Michael B. Jordan was on The Wire as a kid. She should have known. Let me say this. So, and again, this is not really about Michael B. Jordan with what I'm about to say, but just because they're on TV, on the court, on the field, does not exclude them from being corny, right? Somebody could still be corny.
I mean, Nick Cannon has been dealing with that his whole career.
And Nick has a certain degree of corniness, but it works for him.
He balling though.
He leans into it though, and that's what I mean.
I into their corniness.
Do you know? It is who you are. Not everything, you show up as your full self. Everybody may not be ready for it, blah, blah, blah. Everybody's not going to like you. All of those things, those cliches come from somewhere and they're true, And I understand how that affected a high school student but to your point, he was already on TV. Why did it hurt him so bad? No, I'm just playing. Kids can be cruel. He took his moment. I'm not mad that he did it. And I stand by the fact that you guys would be very upset, though, if she was all on him just because he was on TV, even though she thought he was corny. Then that would bring up the whole other conversation of why people hate us so much.
There's a part of me that would feel like even though they had that little moment or whatnot, they probably would run into each other again, and Michael B. Jordan would, give her his time.
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
Not at all.
Okay. All right.
I don't think so at all. No. I don't think that's where his time flows currently. Nothing set up like that. That's just my opinion. And since we're talking about Michael B. Jordan, one last story before we wrap up. The rumors are that Aaron Pierre has met with Marvel recently about being the next Black Panther. No official confirmation. It's obviously a sensitive role post Chadwick Boseman. There's been Damson Idris' name floated around by it. We obviously know Letitia Wright was the next formation in this most recent, and what is it, Black Panther Wakanda Forever. So we'll have to see what happens, but that's just on the outlook, keeping it there. All right, you guys, listen. Thank you, as always, for locking in each and every Monday through Thursday here on KBLA Talk 1580. We love it. We love it. We love it. I'll be back tomorrow with more trending topics and headlines. Your backstage pass to the culture. Coming up next, Zoe Williams.
Big shot. Hold up, wait. Peanut butter insides. No. Outside. White body look like Gentiles. Emotional. Why you emotional? You emotional, yeah. Big shot. Hold on. Peanut butter insides. Outside. White body look like Gentiles. Emotional. Why you emotional? You emotional, yeah. Served up work for a kung fu kitty. Got juice, got work, got weight, got plenty. Got them, got hurt, got more, got busy, yeah. Top off, getting topped off in the city. Big top dog, and I dance on them like Diddy. Pop off and I pop back like Biddy, yeah. I hit the ceiling and forgot about the flow, yeah. Rain so big, got my haters on the ropes, yeah. This be the way, plus I live on the coast, yeah. When I touch a bag, young, do the most, yeah. And I what kind of flex, yeah. And you know what time it is, yeah. But don't know what grinding is, yeah. Baby, I care. Baby, I swear. Only one real deal. Only two real deal, yeah. Big shot. Hold up, wait. Peanut butter insides.